Welcome back to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Jose Ramirez just officially yesterday became the all-time leader in games played for the Guardians. They unfortunately lost the game 4-2 against the Royals. But got me thinking, what if it ended today? What is the most memorable thing that you think about when it comes to Jose Ramirez if he does not win a championship? And don't you say down goes.
I hate to be on this show for violence. But man, when you knock out Tim Anderson and you change the trajectory of his entire career at home in front of your hometown fans, man, that just screams, I'm so Cleveland to me, right? Because think about it. That's like being outside the schoolyard and all your homies watching. You can't get whooped on. You can't, right? So, the fact that not only did you whoop on them, but, you took the man baseball, so. Yeah. You really changed the entire trajectory of his career. But we talked about Jose earlier. We talked about the things that he does with the baseball bat. We talked about the base running. We talked about the defense. And we failed to mention the leadership aspect or just the infusion of energy that he has. Jose Ramirez has this attitude, this swag, and just this natural-born leadership to him to where he galvanizes the troops all the time. But there's so many different home run moments, walk-off moments, and all the three home run games, 4 home run games. But it was something about knocking out Tim Anderson in front of our Cleveland faithful and changing the entire trajectory of his career. Yeah. It just screamed that's what happened when you mess with somebody from the 216. You run your mouth, and that's what happened to you. Yeah. That right there.
It was. That's one everybody remembers, right? They were selling T-shirts the next hour.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Last September, I was at the game, and they're playing the Tigers, and during that run when they couldn't lose because and he hit a home. I'm trying to think of the exact game, but the energy in the ballpark that night was incredible. But when Jose did that, it was energy that I had never felt being there as a fan, and he's done that over the course of his career. Some of his biggest moments have come. That's not the postseason, but they don't get to the postseason without it. And he's had great at bats, so the longevity is awesome, and like you said, the leadership. This guy runs out ground balls. This guy plays incredible defense, and you have a young team constantly. You're constantly bringing in young, cheap, impressionable players. Who do they know? If they've never been to Cleveland, Ohio before, but they've been a baseball player. Well, this guy's been doing it long enough. They know Jose Ramirez. So the example that he sets matters, and he continually keeps that bar high.
The thing that I go with is you take a look at, go back and look at the Angels. You got Mike Trout and Ohtani, and y'all never did nothing. Think about that. His best teammate that he's probably ever had was Francisco Lindor, and the owner just was like, "Hey, I'm going to tell you that up front.
Enjoy it while you got
it. He's going to be gone." So this dude has played his entire career here, consistently took this less bag of money, and consistently has had all of the pressure to hold down the entire fort. He's the best hitter. He's the guy who's going to, when he plays the hot corner, he brings it in terms of his base running. He steals bases. He's a 5-tool player. And he does that with a team that has the lowest payroll in the league. Teams guys are paying for high payroll teams. You go back and we just mentioned the Angels. Mike Trout and them they don't even be going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's been listed as one of the best players pound for pound in baseball for the last decade. It's so difficult to do that in a city like Cleveland. And he does it, and he don't even say nothing. You talk to nobody.
Yeah, across the league, Garrett, there's guys that come up and they feel the pressure because they're making millions and millions and millions in their box office. When Jose comes to the plate, he feels the pressure because if he don't hit, nobody else hits.
That's it. If he don't get it, who gonna get it? I need you to bring that loaf of bread home, Earl.
Facts, right?
Your mom told you, hey, when you come home.
Jose out here he got to fend for his brothers and sisters. If I don't go out here and get it, how the rest of my siblings gonna eat? That's exactly how he has this approach to it, to where if he feels any type of pressure, is that type of pressure. You're absolutely right.
It's just it's the energy level. I just like how he walking. He be walking like this.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest.
He walk with his chest out, and I said, man, he'll let you know, this is my city. And when he says it with a sense that he believes it, and everybody in this city believe it. I truly believe that Jose Ramirez is the most beloved athlete to play in the city of Cleveland over the last 20 years, and I understand LeBron James won us a championship. I understand the love that Joe Thomas gets here. I understand how much we love Nick Chubb here. It is something about Jose Ramirez and what he brings. I don't know if it's the sense of loyalty, and commitment here, or
it's all the above.
Just taking on the mantra and the attitude of the city. Like you said, D. Letter D, all of the above.
I would argue that it's LeBron, but LeBron has left twice, and Jose is here and set the record yesterday.
And that's why I think it's him.
Franchise, sure.
Yeah, Jose to me, he tells me all money ain't good money. Mm-hmm. It's something to be said when you can play comfortable, play in front of the city that you love, and play in front of a group of fans. And you ain't got to worry about it. You just go to the baseball park, do your thing.
He's going to get a statue, right? And then so is Chase DeLauder, hopefully.
Donovan Mitchell said he need a statue right now.
That's a very interesting.
Think about that. Mike was there. I remember tweeting out something last summer because everybody knows that Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who has taken on and embraced the city of Cleveland. Very personable, a guy that'll speak to you, chop it up with you. Here, even introduce you to his fiance. Right? That's how personable he's gotten with the city. And it just got me to thinking about where he ranks on that list. And a lot of people just shot it down. Jose. And Don was like, yeah, I ain't been here long enough. I haven't done the things that he's done. That man needs his statue right here, right now.
Now, if Donovan want to go get a championship, then we just got to start elevating.
Hey, Mike, would you be down for putting Donovan Mitchell in the Guardian starting lineup to hit behind Jose Ramirez? I'm so serious.
I'm going to be honest. When we put that Kyle Manzardo stat graphic up, and every time we flash it, it starts with a 0.63, and you look at some of the other guys in the lineup, including Bo Naylor, who is not much higher than Manzardo, and having seen Donovan Mitchell play softball before, knowing his background, knowing what his father did, and working in baseball, I don't think, and I mean 100% serious, it could be much worse than what they've gotten so far this season.
Did they shake up the lineup today, Mike? I know you told us about the IR thing, but did they shake up the lineup?
Let me pull up our friend Zach's. Not you, the other athletic Zach.
Yeah.
The less athletic at the athletic.
Yeah, he is less athletic, which is sad.
Yeah. That's crazy. Back in the day, they used to have them. They used to have corporate events where they would play basketball against other companies, and it was a big thing. I think they did that one year with 92.3 The Fan and ESPN Cleveland, I believe, and Bull messed his ankle up, and they canceled.
Wait, they had
No, it was like a basketball game.
Basketball game. Bulls talked about this. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So back then, they used to be, but Darryl Ryder undercut him on accident, and he was on his team, Friendly Fire. And so that's why they call him Dangerous Darryl Ryder now. That's crazy.
He went Antonio Hall.
So you ready for the lineup today? This is the Guardians lineup, and it starts off with a little bit of breaking news. Stephen Kwan's leading off, and for the first time in his career that at least I know of, is playing center field.
No, he's been playing center this season.
He's actually played it, not spring training, but in an actual game.
Last night or 2 nights ago, he definitely played center field.
All right, well then that's not breaking news. Stephen Kwan in center. Yeah. Martinez is batting second, playing left field. Ramirez third. Fry is DHing, hitting fourth. Hoskins at first base, hitting fifth. Brito making his season debut at second, batting sixth. Kafis in right, batting seventh. Hedges batting eighth, catching, and Rocchio at shortstop.
So day off for DeLauder.
Yeah.
DeLauder and Manzardo both off today, and Bo Naylor.
No runs. This is a bunt lineup. Yeah. They might want to.
They might shock you though.
We're talking about a 2-1 game if there's ever been. Right? It's 22 degrees out there, guys.
That's true.
I did wake up and be like, dang! Like I thought you was gonna give us something here, bro. I will say, last summer was beautiful. I mean, it was hot and warm up to October, and then we just
I'm gonna tell you like this: it's gonna be cold today, and if it is one of those situations to where it's 2-1 or 1-1, man, don't let Chase come off that bench, and he ain't been in there, and he hit a home run cold.
Right. Yeah, it's tough.
With 33 people in the stands, and everybody be claiming they were one of them.
I was there. I was there.
That always funny. That always got me when we be on the radio. Yeah, G, You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I appreciate the call.
Yeah.
I was
driving home from the ball game.
I was there. I was at ball game. I seen that. Boy, that kid is. I'm like, bro, it was all blue seats. Well, you painted blue because nobody was there when I was looking at it in my television.
We were in Arizona last week, and I wanted to go to the Arizona State-West Virginia baseball game. It was like right down the road from where I was. It was 95 degrees at first pitch. I said, I'm not going.
He said, I ain't doing that.
No, I'm going to the pool.
That is why I don't be going to all of the training camp. If it's over a certain amount of time, I automatically feel like I got a helmet on.
Bro,
like, no, I'm not doing that.
Mike walked out there with jeans on. Like one time last summer and looked at me like, like this year, I'm going to have a bucket hat. I'm going to have the binoculars. Like
I go bucket hat for training camp.
Yeah, like I'm going to be prepared this year. Yeah.
I'm a realist.
Like I was watching, I was studying the film of how everybody else do it. I know what to do this year when I get out there.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, but coming up next, Jerry Jeudy, man. Up year,
JJ
down year, up year,
JJ
down year. He's supposed to be up for a good year. Can Todd Monken resurrect this man's wide receiver career here in Cleveland? We'll talk about it next on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show.